Well, that 5 weeks went fast now, did it? The bye week already, dang. October. Here we are. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Trevor, and today I'm just going to do a quick bye week update for the Penn State Nittany Lions, the number 6th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions in the AP Top 25 on their bye week this week. Figured I'd come on, just give my thoughts on how the season's been going so far. And well, about how I expected it. A couple of games where we had some hiccups, but 5-0 as expected, beating West Virginia week 1, Delaware week 2, Illinois week 3, Iowa week 4, and Northwestern last Saturday in week number 5. So 5-0, tied for first place in the Big Ten East, along with the two teams we expected it to, and a newcomer. Michigan, of course, Ohio State, and how about this? Maryland. That is right, the goddamn Maryland Terrapins, 5-0 on the year, and man, those 2 weeks in November are going to be quite interesting. So, also having a good year too. Rutgers of all teams, they're 4-1 on the year. Oh my lord, it's going to be man, it's going to be a fight to the end, but that's how college football is. So, how I feel, interesting. It could be a little better on some ends. The defense, bunch of dogs on that Penn State defense. And how about this? Ranked in total defense, all right? Number 1 in the Big Ten, and number 1 in all of college football in the NCAA is the Penn State Nittany Lion defense. These guys just love attacking the QB, man. It is great to see that unit just coming together, playing the way they are, and man, oh man, some of these teams are going to have their hands full with that defense of ours. So hopefully they can keep that going. The offense, on the other hand, it's been good. Last week against Northwestern, just sleepwalking through that one for the first quarter. First half even, I will say. Jesus Lord. It can get a little sleepy at times, a little lazy. Drew Aller, we're still working on him. Remember, this is his first full year. Redshirt sophomore. Not even redshirt, excuse me, just a sophomore. So he still needs to improve, but they are getting the job done, and they have covered every game so far. James Franklin and his covers, baby. He loves to cover them games, and does a good job at that. So, hopefully he can keep that going himself. The running game has been a letdown. I will admit that. Singleton and Allen just haven't popped off yet. They haven't had that explosive game yet. Like last year, they could explode off a 40-plus yard run for a touchdown once or twice a game. This year, haven't gotten that yet. We haven't had that explosive big running play that we expected out of these two running backs yet. When will that happen? When will they break out? Will both of them even get 100 yards both a game in rushing yards this season? And with teams like Ohio State and Michigan, hell, even the way Maryland's been playing, you're going to need those guys to step up. So hopefully they can. And the last thing is obviously 2 weeks from now in Columbus. Actually, 3 weeks? No, 2 weeks. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 2 weeks from now, the trip to Columbus to play Ohio State, November 11th at home against Michigan. But also, as I said, the week before, November 4th, at Maryland. The undefeated Maryland Terrapins right now. Will that be a speed bump on this Penn State season? And then the week afterwards, your senior day game after Michigan against Rutgers. They're also having a good year. The rest of the schedule, Massachusetts this week, at Ohio State, versus Indiana, at Maryland, Michigan, Rutgers, at Michigan State. Michigan State, we don't talk about them. But, guys, they could, let me write this down here. So the win against Massachusetts, They should, hopefully. Ohio State, I would be more confident in the Ohio State game if they would have lost to Notre Dame. Like, that Notre Dame game just sparked them. I think they'll lose that one, unfortunately. Win against Indiana. I think there will be Maryland's also a tough test. I think they'll win there. Lose to Michigan. Rutgers, and then Michigan State. So this could be another year where they go 10-2. It really could. 9-3 at the worst. Hell, even 8-4 at the worst if they even slip up against both Maryland and Rutgers. I see them in the 10-2 range, maybe 11-1. Maybe they show up against Columbus and beat the Buckeyes. Maybe. I don't see them beating Michigan. Michigan is just too damn good. They're a boa constrictor. They're not, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing, oh my God, gonna break the highlight reels. They just slowly beat you down. So, I could see another 10-2 season at best. But man, if they could just beat one of Ohio State and Michigan, it would be really nice and look good on the resumes. So, we'll see what happens from here. Am I happy with the way season's going? Absolutely. 5-0. You kidding me? Number 6 in the rankings? I'll take that. But they're all still some very tough matchups on the road ahead. And it all starts October 21st in Columbus. Probably a big noon kickoff on Fox against the Buckeyes. So, we'll see what happens. But, again, we'll just have to wait and see how the games play out. So, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. As always, my name is Trevor, and I will see you for the next one. We are Penn State.